Good morning. It is Monday. Again. You know when you really sleep in on Sunday? Like you really get your rest because you've been so tired all week. And you really sleep in on Sunday. So that really messes you up for Monday. I done pretty good. I made myself go to bed, but I'm tired today and I can feel it. And I can feel I didn't sleep a whole lot. And I'm like, you literally just slept enough for like 3 days. And here we are. So, I don't know. But I was going to tell y'all about something I was thinking about yesterday. My nose is trying to run. I had this thought. I was walking through the house and I don't even remember what I was doing. But I was walking through the house and I had this thought. And it was this thought about what I wanted to do. Like I had the thought of I want to do, you can finish that for yourself on what you want to do. But I had that thought, and immediately after that, had another thought. And you know the mental conversations we have, right? Immediately had a thought right after that, then do something about it. And that's my thing today. Do something about it. Let that stay a minute. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you're trying to do, you know, you want a certain career, certain job, you want to go to school, or you want to have a better life, or get out of a bad situation, or a bad relationship, or whatever it is, do something about it. And I've said that, or I've said this in a lot of different videos over the years of doing them, because I've been doing them a while. It boggles my mind when people hate a situation, and they'll tell you they do. They'll tell you they're miserable, they hate their job or their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And they'll just stay right there, never do nothing else, never do nothing different. And I know. Excuses. We can have all kinds of excuses. I know we can. We really all can have all kinds of stuff. And some people, you know, could have some good ones too. You know, just like, you can talk about like bad relationships. If there's kids involved. Kids, I mean, that's a big deal. You know, and I get that. But speaking from being that kid, one of those kids that grew up in a bad situation and stuff like that, when their life is better and they're happier, I mean, that's what that's worth, you know, which I'm thankful for how I grew up, and I believe things played out the way they did and as long as they did for a reason, you know, because I believe that's what's made me who I am, part of why, you know, and I'm thankful. And I went the other way with it. Like I didn't follow in the footsteps. I saw what I didn't want for myself. And even today, at 35 years old, I will say things mentally, you're not going to be like them. You're not going to do that. You know, because that's what I am determined about. And that just looks so good. I hope you don't plan on coming over here and seeing me put together every video, because it ain't happening. We're not worried about what we look like. We're worried about, we're focusing on the point and hopefully helping and encouraging somebody. So, not over here gonna be trying to impress nobody with what I look like. So, but what are you doing about it? Because, like I've said 500 million times already, are you following along? Just heard something. You do have the power to do something, to make a different decision, to do something different in your life. And no, it's not instant. It's not, like, I would encourage you not to allow people to treat you bad and disrespect you. I would absolutely encourage you not to do that. And let's say it's a relationship, or, you know, there's kids involved, or it's a job or whatever. It's not just run out the door instantly. You gotta, like, form a plan. And it may take some time. But my thing is, why in the world would you not be doing something to take action? I saw a woman on TikTok. She done a video, and she left her husband, boyfriend, whatever it was, on there. I didn't pay much attention to that part, but what I noticed was she said that she had been taking her stuff little by little to a storage building, and he had no idea what was coming. Sometimes it takes time, and sometimes in some situations it's also very dangerous, you know, to get out of bad situations. And I do believe that's why a lot of people stay in bad situations, is because of the fear. But let me tell you something. There is a way out. There is help. And life is too short. Life is too short. And I can't speak on a lot of things from experience. You know, I mean, we can all, on the outside looking in, have an opinion and think something about somebody's life, and, oh, I wouldn't do that, or, oh, I'd do that different, or blah, 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 and not have a clue. You don't know what it's like for somebody, you know, for their own life. But I want to encourage you, whatever it is that's going on, that you're going through, that you choose joy, you choose peace, and you choose being good to yourself. And I can tell you from experience, when you do things for yourself and you take care of yourself, it's amazing what you can do. When you'll amaze yourself when you have to be strong and didn't think you could, and all this stuff that you could do on your own, not realizing it. You'll feel a lot better, and you'll feel accomplished, you know, and it'll be good for you. And it'll also be good for your self-esteem. And I was thinking about something the other day, you know, like people talk about dating and stuff all the time, and being single and being married and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, a lot of times I don't think it's the most important thing in life and what we do. But, you know, if that's your goal, that's your goal. But thinking about, you know, what we do and being in those situations of not being able to count on people and learning to be strong. And I was thinking about, it's funny when, you know, they make the joke about a woman being in her kind of masculine thing of trying to survive. And a man who is a masculine man will bring her out of that and bring her into her femininity or whatever, and that was what they're saying, that was a man would do that. And I thought, it's amazing when you bring yourself out of survival mode. Nobody else is involved. Nobody else is around. Nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's helping you with nothing. You do it yourself. And healing's different for everybody, but you will notice in yourself and things that you're doing different. Like I've noticed a lot in myself, and over the last, I guess 6 months, I've really noticed it. But there's one thing where they'll say, I started liking pink again. And I ain't never liked pink, I don't think. I mean, maybe when I was real little, I don't know. I kind of don't think I ever did, because I can still remember Dad buying me them Brahma work boots from Walmart when I was not even a teenager yet. I remember that. So I think I was always a tomboy, but I don't know. I find myself a lot of times really feeling that way, though, or really just wanting to be a woman. And, like feeling peace and feeling good by doing little, like simple stuff, like hanging clothes out to dry outside in a dress. And that's so weird to me, because I've not ever really been, I don't know, I think I've always kind of been a tomboy, but I don't know, like having your own space and doing those little things, just like cooking a good meal for yourself, like it feels good. And it feels good to be alone and to just have peace. So I want to encourage you, like if you're not in peace, if you're struggling, if you're in a bad environment, bad relationship, whatever, I want to encourage you. You may think that you just can't be alone. You got to have somebody there. You got to be with somebody. Or you may think, I just got to have this job and there's no way I can get another one and there's no way I can survive. You would be surprised at just how happy you could be when you decide, I'm not doing this. And as far as bad relationships and stuff, I had that. I had a really bad one. And I think that's the right one. That's what it come down to. I said that one day. I said, I'm not doing this. And that was it. But with me, things happen like a light switch. Like a switch will flip and that's just the end of it. Like I think I just get to that point and then the switch flips and I'm just done. In every area of life. In every situation and everything. And I just walk away. And sometimes it takes time. Just like with, years ago I talked about being in those really bad situations of jobs. I didn't just quit. I had responsibilities. I had bills. I had a house to pay for, or a car to pay for, or if I needed food to eat, whatever it is, I lined up another job. Then I left. But I done something. And that's the point. And if you can do it, wonderful. And if it's the kind of person you are and it makes you happy, wonderful. But to me, just constantly staying in the same state, in the same position, in the same job, in the same whatever, and you not happy and fulfilled and doing what you're supposed to do, being able to be yourself, be who God created you to be, use your talents, whatever it is, why would you stay there? Like, I can't fathom that. And if you're fine with it and you're happy, great. But if you're not happy, you're not fulfilled, you're not being who you're meant to be, get out of there. That's what I want to encourage you to do, is do something about it. And if it's taking college courses at night online for 2 years, then do that. Do whatever it takes, because it's up to you. It is up to you to do something for you. I don't believe that God wants us to be lazy. I believe God helps those who help theirself. And we could look at all kinds of different things from a spiritual standpoint and think, we can believe all kinds of ways and everything. And I know we're not all going to believe the same way about everything. That's a given, and that's fine. We don't have to do that. I'm not gonna argue with you about beliefs or nothing like that. But I can tell you what I believe, and I believe that God knows us better than we know ourselves, and He loves us, and He wants what's best for us. And I truly believe being ourselves, being our true, authentic selves, is what makes us, that's what will give us the peace and joy and a good life. And that's not a bad thing, Like, God created you to be different. We're not all supposed to be doing the same thing. He's give us so much, He's give us talents, and your talent, and God bless the people that can do this. There are people that are wonderful that can work with people, like nurses, doctors, home health, all this stuff, that can work with people physically that are sick or have disabilities or whatever, and God bless them. I've never been able to do that. Like, I feel uncomfortable, and I don't know what to do, and I just don't know what to do. And you say, well, you don't have training. I'm saying there are people that it's like they're meant for that, and they're really good. And then there's people, we've all met them, that are doing that job that should not be doing that job. And we're not going to get on that right now. But whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, hop to it. And you're going to be great at it. Not that you're never going to have an issue or ever have problems or mess up or whatever. I believe the devil's going to absolutely try to keep you from it. And there's a lot of walls I've ran into with things, and I said, figure it out. This is what we're doing. Figure it out. And we figured it out. And I say we, me and Jesus. But I don't know what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know your talent or none of that. Like, do whatever it is. And I believe that's what will make you happy and fulfilled. Because it's just what we're meant for. It's what we're good at. So it may be hard to start, but I believe it'll help you, and it'll be good for you. Like, it's not nothing to be scared about, is what I'm trying to get to. You don't have to be scared about it, because it's just what you're meant to do. It's what's meant for you. So, I hope that helps, and I hope that you get to it and do do what it takes. That if you're not where you need to be and you need to change your situation, that you do. Because you can. And I'm gonna fight with these bangs, do something with them. Now you go and do something about it.